ancient seas. Maps we draw in our hearts. Every dawn a brand new start. Islands filled with mysteries, stories of the ancient seas. Maps we're drawing in our hearts. Every dawn a brand new start. Journey on an endless quest, seeking knowledge never rest. Paradise we call our own, new world out there we have grown. Treasures found in every wave, lessons learned the brave behave. Friendships new and bonds so tight, guiding through the starry night. Treasures found in every wave, lessons learned the brave behave. Friendships new and bonds so tight, guiding through the starry night. Journey on an endless quest, seeking knowledge never rest. Paradise we call our own, new road out there we have grown. On and on we sail so free, through the storms and howling breeze. Hearts of courage, spirits high, together we can touch the sky. Quest for knowledge day and night. Oceans wide and stars up high, chasing dreams that touch the sky. Island filled with mysteries, stories of the ancient seas. Maps we draw in our hearts. Every dawn a brand new start. Islands filled with mysteries, stories of the ancient seas. Maps we're drawing in our hearts. Every dawn a brand new start. Journey on an endless quest, seeking knowledge never rest. Paradise we call our own, new world out there we have grown. Treasures found in every wave, lessons learned the brave behave. Friendships new and bonds so tight, guiding through the starry night. Treasures found in every wave, lessons learned the brave behave. Friendships new and bonds so tight, guiding through the starry night. Journey on an endless quest, seeking knowledge never rest. Paradise we call our own, new road out there we have grown. On and on we sail so free, through the storms and howling breeze. Hearts of courage, spirits high, together we can touch the sky.
Players and audience, we are back. And after the last session, I think I've come up with a name for this now NPC that needs to go through in his own personal redemption arc. I apologize for the sirens. His name shall be Hyun Lee.
Yeah, this NPC is
very anticlimactic, I know. But he'll have a fanciful pirate.
Wait, I still need to know how. Like, who is this guy? Why is he so iconic for us right now?
Oh,
I
right.
missed the
Yeah,
last
you weren't.
one.
Yeah, sorry. You missed a lot of character development.
I know bits and pieces, but I don't know this character, like his niche.
Oh no,
His
he was just some random guy.
He's just a guy, yeah.
Like, was he an enemy? Did he attack you guys? Like, wait, like what?
Yeah, he was one of the group who almost killed us all.
You were there
Mhm.
for that one.
Yeah.
When
we
you all
captured
almost
him.
died, that's how you unlocked your hockey, and you're just itching to use it. So they captured one
Oh.
of them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
We
they
captured one of
also
them.
set him a sail eventually.
Yeah,
And I will let you guys, and I'm going to stop interrupting now. I'm going to let you guys kind of tell your characters' perspectives on how you came to this conclusion.
That'll be
I was
great.
the minority opinion. I'll leave it at that. And I was right. I was fucking right.
Well, I just
But
thought
I'll
that, the what was the guy's name? That was on the island. What was his name? I can't remember.
It was, I think, Gear. Second?
Okay, Gear. Oh yeah, Gear. Yeah, so he was saying that he had an extra dinghy and that we should just like let him go. And I was gonna step on his toes because he's trying to help us out. But the guy wasn't telling us anything, and I gave everyone the option either kill him or let him go. And Edson didn't think letting him go was going to be the correct move. But we didn't know that Julius and him had a conversation. But I mean, Sister Mirror always thinks it's people have some sort of redemption at some point if you give them a little bit of a chance to make that decision. So if he came back, then we'd kill him. That was the next
I'm
move.
surprised Edison let him leave to begin with, but continue.
I'm surprised too, to be honest.
Well, here's the
I was very
thing,
surprised.
guy, the dude who's gonna fix our ship told us we can't kill anybody. That was the big thing about this
No.
whole job the first
No.
time.
That wasn't him who said that. Our friendly neighborhood swordsman volunteered that we wouldn't kill anyone in helping him get rid of this pirate problem.
Who,
That's
me?
how that happened.
Oh, yeah, my thoughtful lie. Yes. Well,
Nobody.
it wasn't a
nobody-
lie. We would try. Doesn't mean we would.
Look. All I'm saying is not killing people is a lot easier for some members of the party, mechanically wise, and a lot more okay morally
You
wise.
can't. So you just can't shoot marshmallows at them.
Well, one, guns can't really be non-lethal,
No, I know.
and two, Edson doesn't really want them to be.
Oh gosh.
At least when
Ultimately,
pirates are concerned.
the story this individual told to Julius, actually, was he was once what you would consider a good man. He had a wife, he had a child, he contributed to his town until the Celestial Dragons, and by extension the Marines, came through and basically destroyed his village. He lost his wife, he lost his daughter, and everything he worked so hard to achieve. So simply jaded, he joined a pirate crew and decided he's going to focus on him.
Yeah, that conversation with Julius was an interesting one.
The Marines basically taught him being a good man is useless.
So he became a bad man because they get everything.
So they sent him off into the water with about 1 or 2 days worth of supplies, and we'll see if he comes back. This Hyun Lee, the survivor.
If he comes back, also he's God, so you guys let him live. But all right, so he's in talks. I kind of like this guy. All right, I guess we'll see how he is. Sounds okay. Sounds like if everybody let him live, especially Edson, he must be an okay guy. He must not be a D bag.
No. We let him live because it was a majority vote. I didn't care either way, so it was majority vote letting him live. One against killing him, one for killing him, and one me didn't care.
I heard you had a heart to heart with him.
Yeah, that's one thing. I just want to know why he was a pirate, and
He was
that's why the
just
GM had
curious.
to
He
make
didn't
a
actually care.
backstory. Yeah, that's why the GM had to make a backstory for him because I asked him, "Why are you a pirate?"
Yep, exactly.
The GM's ultimate fear. Somebody asks why.
No. What's the name of the tavern is always the worst. Always the worst. But other things that did come up was you guys basically rested over there for the remainder of the night. Hina joined you at the campsite. There were some comments that were said that caused Hina to darken in her expression. But ultimately, the night passed uneventfully. It is now the
Wait,
next morning. Yep.
I also had a talk with the captain in front of everybody.
You did.
That's when everybody found out about the guy's backstory because then I talked to the captain while I was talking to the captain, and I asked her, and I was wondering when she will be comfortable being the captain. There's a lot going on. I asked a lot of deep questions, and then it got dark because more people started talking.
Yeah. We had a breakfast club moment.
Except it was for dinner. But we can mark off a long rest.
You can mark off a long
Oh, yeah.
rest.
Yay.
But as is, it is now the next morning. What would you like to do?
Well, some of them got away last time. So, inevitably, they'll be back. And in greater numbers. So, what exactly is the plan? Don't all y'all speak up at once now.
Well, did they say how much of a crew they have? Hina's gonna ask as she's passing out breakfast.
He said it was a lot of people.
I can tell you, when I snuck over there were at least 20 sleeping bags.
All the time we went over there, yeah, we seen a lot. Actually,
And how many did you guys take care of?
Only one.
Only one. Out of how many?
4.
I suppose a quarter is not bad.
Could have been better.
Does that include the man that I saw sailing away?
I don't count him as someone who was dealt with. For obvious reasons.
well, there's a handful of us and a 10 full of them, so I have a few suggestions, depending on which position you want to play.
What are your suggestions?
Well, we either cut the head off the snake or we bunker down and we basically try to thin them out as much as possible. So obviously the head of the snake is self-explanatory. For the hunkering down, I'd say we just set up one fortified stronghold and we set up a bunch of traps and hopefully they thin out by the time they get to here. Or hopefully deter them completely. It's an old tactic. Basically, you make them a trench. We make a trench and make them run through it. It's gonna take time though, that's one thing. It'll be time consuming, but we'll have to work hard night and day.
Mm.
Or
It's not a bad
do-
idea, but
I do have a
trench
third
is-
option.
Getting here
Trent.
before we're finished.
I do
Yeah.
have a third option. We can do the hunkering down to add on to it. We can also do option C and torch all their supplies. You know, try to take out their ships stealthily. And so at least it gives us time so they don't get reinforcements and And if they try to attack us, they'll have less supplies. Kind of like it's a tactic we used back in the Marines. You ruin their supplies, you ruin the morale. Eventually, they all get ruined. But again, that's a timely thing. It all depends on time.
If we're doing something like that, we can't burn the ship.
So they can leave.
Under no circumstances should you ever put someone in a corner.
You're
'Cause
going
that's
to
when
hear...
they start doing things that you can't predict. That's when they start acting out of desperation. When only one ship exists on this island and it's ours, I'm not a huge fan of what could happen.
Fair enough. That brings me back to another point. We really need to hide our fucking ship as soon as possible.
Yeah, we do.
I looked around the island. There aren't exactly a tremendous amount of good hiding places.
Yeah, and I mean, we only could cover so much ground with just me and Edson. Because I think we tried to look for a spot, but we only made it to like a freaking corner of the island. We didn't even get the whole thing. I mean, nah, but I wouldn't want to put the ship too far from us either. I mean, we can also put our ship close to us on one port and just barricade the ship, throw some stuff around it, just in case, extra protection. Or we just hunker down our ship. So in case anything bad happens, and worst case scenario, we can just set sail at any time notice, instead of bunkering down at this guy's camp. Because I mean, he only needs the camp just to get the trees and his materials and shit. So that's fine. But worst case scenario, we can make our fucking ship into a fortress.
Ultimately, it's likely going to be better if we go to them.
That's what I'm thinking.
If we remain in one place for too long, we open ourselves up to be
ambushed.
not necessarily ambushed, but we provide a single target for them to muster all of their numbers against. It'll overwhelm us.
I mean,
if we launch a series of skirmishing attacks, we can whittle them down over time in their own territory.
Yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea. Back in my time again with the Marines, we was attacking this one land, and these guys were fucking tremendous. It was only a little bit of them, but they had tactics called guerrilla warfare. Took out half the troops. But of course, the Marines are Marines, so they sent 10 times more people instead of running away. But these guys aren't fucking Marines, so
Commander must have been a dumbass.
They all are. All of them. Every single one of them. Stupid. But I know some tactics. Again, to do certain things, though, it's just mainly time. Time. We're going to have to bust our asses, every single one of us, to get this shit done. The goal would be to dwindle their forces, and then once we have a decent amount, we can just attack them head on. But we got to level the playing field. We got to make sure we also direct them to one area so we can control that area. So we definitely need to lay the land better.
The problem's going to be certain parameters that we have to work around.
Mm-hmm.
If we can't kill anyone, then we're not exactly going to be dwindling their numbers if a day or two later they're all back on their feet after getting their butts kicked.
You're talking. Give me a perception check.
Everybody?
Perception?
Everyone perception.
Okay. Well, as I do this roll, I mean...
Come on.
We do have one option. I'm pretty sure a lot of us won't... Well, some of us won't like it, but we can always make a truce with them. Ha!
Damn.
Maybe... What do they really want? Do they want the trees? This guy wants the trees. Maybe if we can broker a treaty between them.
You saw their camp. They got all the trees they need. At this point, it's vengeance.
I was gonna say, so why are they still here?
We killed one of their own. Well, they're collecting more. They're collecting more of that metal, just like the ingot that I brought back.
What if we can broker
stacks of it?
What if we can broker a peace treaty between this guy and them? Maybe they can help each other. He'll have more workers to help him cut trees, and he'll make some metal for them. 50-50.
I think you and all. I think.
Let me pause for a moment. I'm sorry to interrupt. Specifically, Julius, you would feel a huge temperature increase. Edson and Julius, you would hear the woof, woof, woof of the fire inside being kind of tended to, and the temperature change in itself is the melting of metal or the remelting of metal just going on within the tent. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, like I said, maybe they can come to some kind of agreement. But that's gonna be like the wild card because we don't know. That would be we'll be sticking our necks out further than we could, and that's even if this guy's willing to agree to that.
I was gonna say, I don't know if they're the agreeing type.
I mean, when
These
you're stuck in a
pirates.
corner, I'm pretty sure they don't know how to. Well, they look like they already. Well, actually, that's a lie because they already had ingots made already, so they do know somebody who could do that. So they wouldn't really need him per se.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. They hold
And they
all the
outnumber us. They
they
hold
hold
every
all the
single card.
cards.
Yeah, he doesn't. No offense to this guy, but he's not really bringing much to the table if they already got that. I mean, unless he's more of a master than their guy, he could maybe teach them some new tricks. I don't know. I mean, that's the wild card, but I'm sticking with hunkering down and guerrilla warfare, thinning these guys out until we can take a full frontal assault. I
I
also
don't think
say we should make a fake base, lure them all there, and blow them all fucking to hell.
I don't think that's realistic. That's realistic. Not to mention, it's not like we have a tremendous amount of explosives lying around.
You don't need
Maybe we
explosive.
have.
You got trees. You just surround them, set the whole thing in fire, and trap them and encase them in a circle.
Are you a
Easy.
dumbass? This island is a forest. You light a fire, unless it rains, the whole damn island's gonna be an inferno.
Back to obviously. You have one ear missing, like I got one eye, because I said we could dig a trench. Obviously, it'll douse it out. Man, it won't reach everywhere else if we keep it controlled. Come on, 101.
God damn, do you have any idea how much fucking time that would take?
That's why I did say it would be time of the essence, and we'd have to work doubly hard. But again, that's if you don't want to do that. If not, again, I stick to my main option.
just maybe you come up with some other ideas that don't take weeks to enact.
I was gonna say I don't think we have that time. They're gonna be
probably-
on our asses.
Let's be honest here, we probably don't even have a day or two if they really plan
No.
on coming back here.
No.
That is
They
true.
might be on they might be on their way right now.
Well, we still gotta wait for our ship to get upgraded, right?
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
we need to deal
yeah.
with the pirate problem.
So I'm gonna kind of like lean in. So hopefully the other guy isn't eavesdropping on me. Well, at the end of the day, I don't know about you guys, but I could care less about this guy. Once our ship is good, we can just haul ass up out of here. I mean, we're protecting him. We protect him while we have our stuff, and then we leave. That was agreement. We're not here to save him for the rest of his life.
I believe our agreement specifically was we get the pirates to leave and never come back without
it
killing
was.
any of them.
Tomato, 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 tomato.
We can't go against our word.
And
It's not
besides, we can't
You guys
leave
already
someone
kind of killed them, no?
To my knowledge, he tripped when he was running away and impaled his face on a spike. I don't actually think we
guess.
killed any of them.
I mean, yeah, that was some shitty luck for him, but I mean, come on. We know us. I know. I'm gonna look at it and I know you. You know you. You know I know you. You know you're gonna kill somebody. So that's gonna happen eventually.
I'll admit it's easier to kill someone than it is to not.
Unless you're gonna sit there and use the back end of your gun the whole time.
I've got better tools than that.
So let's be realistic. I mean, yes, we made a word. We can keep our word until our ship is done, and then after that, we only made an agreement. So he fixed our ship, and that was
Look,
it. Because I mean,
we're
let's say
not-
we do leave. There's still gonna be pirates attacking here. So what we can do? Stay on this island forever every time a pirate attacks?
Look, I don't care who comes after them. I don't care if the entire goddamn pirate world decides to park their ass on this island. We ain't leaving until we either get rid of or get rid of the pirates that are currently on this island.
Huh. Stubborn you guys are. Fair enough. I mean, I'm gonna look at Julius. Alright. Here's option E. We scare the shit out of them that they run away, so we don't have to kill them. They leave, and they think the island's haunted. And look at this creepy bastard. Come on. Who's not scared of him? Especially when he transformed into that monster. No offense,
So you
Julius.
calling me
You're
creepy
beautiful.
right now when I'm not being my creepy before? I'm just a tall motherfucker right now. Just a tall
Yeah,
good-looking
well,
dude.
technically, to me, you're always creepy, but you're just more creepier when you're not you. I mean, I guess you're more. I don't know. You're always creepy to me, though. Don't worry, it's a good thing. You're a good
How
creepy.
can I say something? How
You're
about
creepy,
we go
not a
scout
creep.
out their base before we do anything? Because right now we're just making guesses and all this stuff. And I can help us get close without being noted. And help us get close without mostly being noticed. It still depends on your skills, but you have a good chance of not being seen.
Well, I can tell
I.e.,
you
I have
enough.
passed without a trace.
I can tell you enough about what their camp looks like. Hell, I was close enough to steal one of those ingots.
Well, you
They
were
got
there
a
last time. Things
looks like
could
they got
have
a forge set
changed.
up, camp.
I mean, we can always do more recon. Recon is never the bad thing, but I think if the best option is to instill fear into these guys because I mean, without killing them, they think the island's haunted by a monster. They run away. We get rid of the pirates. Don't kill them. Get our shit, and we can get out of here. And maybe they'll spread rumors around that this place is haunted and no more pirates will come here. But that's gonna be a hard sell. So again, that's the only way I could think of without killing them and getting rid of them. That's the best I could come with. But unless you guys want to do the other ones, which you guys seem fond of. So, but yes, recon is always a great thing. I do agree with Julius. We do need we can always do the head of the snake, but we need to know who the snake is. So we only know that they're here. We don't know who their captain is.
True.
Just the options I have. We can all parse that out later, but that's all I got. My brain's starting to hurt, and I only you know me. I'm not that smart all the time, so I already used up my smart for the day. Actually, I shouldn't say smart. I should say my caring. I don't care anymore. What do you guys want to do?
First thing in the morning. How did you use up all your caring already?
Exactly. Exactly. I didn't even finish my eggs yet.
No, you better
Either
finish
way.
those eggs.
Yep. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
just sit down and start stuffing my face and let you guys figure it out.
Hina is going to give you an intimidating look until you start eating your eggs. Once you do, her face softens.
I'm gonna kind of like do that little nervous laugh with the one sweat drop coming down my forehead. I'm eating them. Stuff in my face. Not even chewing.
Either way, if we go there and we scout out the place, potentially maybe we could lure some of them out. If we cause a disturbance, lure them out of the camp, and then ambush them in the woods.
It's not a bad idea.
Deal with a smaller group of them. Camp out somewhere in the woods. Rest, recuperate, then come at them again.
That sounds like a good idea, but how are you not gonna kill them? And I'm looking at some kind of like serious, but not like not stern, but kind of like being like I'm just looking at him like, So how are you not gonna kill them?
Well, unfortunately, we don't exactly have a prison that we can keep them in. Unless one of y'all found some dead end cave that we could potentially close the end of after shoving a bunch of guys in it. Even then, I'm not too sure that would be a good idea. Tying them up very clearly hasn't worked, based off of present circumstance.
And not to mention, it'll take time to chop all those trees and make a makeshift gate.
Look, we don't have any good options if we don't want to kill anyone.
And we don't have enough dinghies just to set every week because we could have tied them all up on a boat and just shoved them off, but that still wouldn't stop them from coming back later. And we don't have enough dinghies. Unless we tied them up on their ship and set their ship off to sail, but
That'd be kind of hard to get all of those people onto the ship
exactly.
without them seeing each other
Well,
or
it would
rounding
mean
them
that
up.
it would mean we'd have to fight more or less all of them at once,
Mhm.
and not kill any of them, and survive. Look, I understand you want to be compassionate. You don't want to kill anyone. But there aren't any good options here. And all I can think of is the least worst of the available situations with what we have.
I think option E is the best option here. If we can scare the fuck out of them where they don't even want to come back here and all run away, that'll be two birds with one stone.
Look, if we can pull that off, that would be great.
And if we can't, we kill them. Now let's try at least the easy way first, the right way, then we do the hard way.
Can I ask a question? Why don't we just beat their ass and send their ship and put them all on their ship, and then send the ship going?
Because that means
Light 'em
That's
up.
what I just said.
we
That's
just
what I
talked
said.
about that. It means we'd have to fight just about all something like 20 of them by themselves, well, all together with the captain. That's as good as we may or may not be. Just 4 of those guys almost killed us all last time. And while there might
But
be
if you can,
there might be
here's
2
the thing.
fewer of them, I'm still not
If you
liking
can
our
find
chances.
if you can find some plants, some toxic plants or something like that, I know how to make chemicals and shit like that. I am a chemist. I can put their asses to sleep if we
I
can
was
sneak
gonna
into their base while they're sleeping.
Have we seen any
That's-
other plants other than these trees everywhere?
If we look, I'm pretty sure we'll find some, but we don't know exactly.
You haven't really looked?
hmm
Okay.
Also, this might be stupid enough just to work. I like that idea, actually, Julius. That's a good one on the table. Keep that there.
Well, you
if-
are the stupidest person here. That was an actual good plan. Besides, let's go fight them or let's defend. Do not call my plan stupid again.
I didn't
I'm
say it was
nice.
stupid. I said that was actually a good plan. I said let's table it for now, though. Because one,
Right.
do you even have the materials to make poisons? Do you know what plants are on this island? Do we know what plants is on this island? I'm pretty sure not.
That's
So
why I
it's a lot of
said
Well,
if we
I
can,
can tell
find
you.
anything.
Well, I can tell you, going and finding potentially poisonous plants is going to take a hell of a lot less time than digging a giant trench and lighting a fire. So I'm all for that.
Or we could just fucking skip all this shit. I'll just go challenge the captain. Whoever loses has to leave the island.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I would rather not leave the island before the job's done.
Oh no. Who said I was losing?
I'm not even going to comment on that. All right. So we got to fan out and look for plants then?
And how many plants do you think is gonna take out a whole crew, and how you gonna feed it to them?
If you can
That's
sneak
not
into
hard.
their base while they're cooking.
Slip it in their rum.
And what if some of them don't drink?
God, if any of them are like you, they probably drink too much.
And at least we'll thin down the herd.
And what if they drink too much and it kills them? Because it's still poison.
Well, that's not... Well, then, as our fine friend in the tent said, it's not us doing the killing.
Nah, we're just...
He
the
was,
ones-
after all, more than happy for that our friend in the boat to starve to death or be killed in a storm, as long as he's not the one holding the blade. You know, as hypocritical as that sounds.
Well,
Either
I
way.
gave him options. We could try yours.
Let's
When
try
you
it
guys
out.
come running to me to kick that captain's ass, I don't want to hear nothing.
You know what? I really want to see you go try to kick the captain's ass.
As
It's like he just wanted
entertaining
to
as
fight.
that would be,
Anyway, and if I do, you got to turn me into one of those cool ass monsters.
damn it, Yami, if you can 1v1 that man, I'll give you my hat. I'll say that.
Well, I've been working on some stuff, and I'm gonna like flex my little bit of hockey. It's like kind of like spark up, but not fully. Just. I got some tricks up my sleeve. Who said I was gonna fight fair? As long as I'm just
They
fighting
also
him.
have hockey. They also have hockey.
Yeah, they
So,
they
yeah.
also have hockey, bud.
You know what? I forgot about that last match that we had.
Yeah,
I
where
guess
they
you're right.
beat the crap out of us because they have more powerful hockey than probably even we do now. And none of
Unless
them
it's
were
they-
even the captain.
Honestly, I wasn't planning on fighting fair, so I'm pretty sure they wouldn't either. Eventually, they probably would have jumped us as the minute I whooped his ass. If I did that.
Out of curiosity, exactly what were you planning on doing that wouldn't be fighting fair?
Don't worry about that. Not every magician
No.
can reveal his tricks.
Sure, bud. Anyway, you have any idea what kind of plants may or may not be of the poisonous kind that we should be looking for?
I don't know. Let me try to roll a nature check with my +0. I'm not good. Look, I buy the plants. I don't find them.
Goddamn, I'm better at nature than you are.
Look, you can also roll if you're also better at it than me.
Yeah, I'll roll with my +1
There you go.
for a total of 15.
15.
How do
Good roll.
I'm pretty sure we would have had a long rest, right? I'm sorry, real quick. Sorry to interrupt you guys. How do you take the long rest here? In your sheet?
You press
your
the
little
long rest button.
Under a hit
It's
die.
like right on. Yeah, it's under the hit die.
Oh, okay, I see. Thank you. Yeah, because I didn't rest since the last time I got my. Well, actually, my health's pretty nice, but I still need it. All right, thank you. Nature checks, or that was just for you guys.
For the people who need to
I think
figure out what
I think the doctor was gonna make a nature check as well.
Nice.
I know what
Goddamn.
fucking plants we need. I'm
There we
always
go.
rolling well.
You know.
Out of combat, I love talking shit about myself and then rolling well. That's the way I do well, guys. You all talk about
You're like, oh no, my character's terrible in social situations. Convinces the pirate to talk about his childhood and his trauma.
Right.
Oh no, I don't know crap about plants. I just know how to use them. Rolls a nat 20 intelligence nature check.
that's the key to me, guys. I talk badly about myself. And then roll 20 say then the dice had to say, no fucker, you're doing well. Whenever you all say don't talk badly about yourself, I have to, guys. This is the way I work.
It's the way of the dice.
Goddamn.
Yeah. They say don't be depressed. You can do something.
Alright, well. Let's go
Hey,
find
Jim,
That was
do I
an
know
easy roll
what
for
plant-
you.
Hey Jim, do I know what type of plants we need to make a sleeping drug?
You should know you yourself, yes.
I have both herbalism and alchemy tools, guys. I can make some shit. We just gotta find them.
So the nature check, I believe, was to know the know-how the plants, but now we got to check the island to see if they have the plants.
Yeah. Well, I would describe the type of plants. Like, cause there's many type of plants. He would describe the coloration and stuff that might key. This was what we need.
Okay.
There's
The
so
other-
many type of plants.
The other part is there's going to be a lot of plants you don't know. Because
Mhm.
besides book knowledge, which means you'll also have to roll a history check, you're on an island in the Grand Line, somewhere you've never been. It's an isolated area where specific fauna is able to thrive. So you may not
Yeah.
find the plants you're looking for, and it leads you to experiment. That's all I'm
Can
saying.
we ask
And, here,
Can we ask Gear if he knows of any plants that have the same capabilities?
It's not a bad idea.
You
Or at
can
least a
certainly
little-
try.
At least a specific area where some plants like that would be, if not specifically the plant.
Yeah.
He did.
He should
have
have. He's been here a while.
He did have a half decent map of the island.
Oh yeah.
He's been here
Well-
longer than all of us, so he should know
Yeah.
something. He might have ate something on accident.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
I'm gonna go. Y'all have a conversation with our friend there. I'm gonna go have a look around to see if I can't find anything that might be poisonous.
Okay. Don't touch anything that, you know.
No,
You've
no,
never
no,
seen
no.
before.
Taste it. You only can tell if you taste it. I'm gonna give like a devilish grin.
Don't worry, Yami. I'll make sure that you can taste it.
Well, I think it's not safe for us to go along, so I guess you're stuck with me, Edson. My best
Well-
friend. Come on, asshole.
Well, I mean, I can't go anywhere without my taste tester.
Actually, I think Julius is probably the best taste tester here. Like, look at him. He
Yeah,
tried-
but
he
he's
damn tried everything.
Yeah, but he's busy, so I'm stuck with you.
All right, then.
As they walking away, I just look at the captain. I feel like they have a certain type of chemistry. They're always trying to be together.
They're like siblings. I swear. Yami's the little brother. Always has to tag along.
Yes, not always a good thing.
Yeah.
We both suddenly sneeze.
All right, we need to talk to Gear. I want you to describe what plants that you do know have these properties and ask him if there's any way we'll ask him for the map and see if he's seen any or knows of any plants.
Well, here's the thing: there are plants for different islands and different places. So the plants, there are described. The way I can think of it is the coloration. We need to look with plants with certain type of colorations because bright things most of the time are poisonous.
Right.
That's why I'm hoping if Yami sees anything bright, he might taste it, and it'd probably be poisonous.
I hope he doesn't taste it.
If he get egged on, he will most likely taste it.
I know.
Do you
I
really
know.
think he would do that?
Yes.
Yes,
He wants to
he
win a
wanted
bet
to
all
fight.
the time.
He's bragging about fighting the captain of the other pirate group, not knowing how strong he is, but being overconfident because he learned hockey. I
yeah.
know
Hey,
two
Yami, I
forms
found
of
you.
hockey.
You said my name?
I was like, "Hey, Yami, I found this small purple flower. You want to taste it?"
I found a mushroom. You want it?
Yeah, it's just a picture of Yami tripping balls in the corner.
Inserts
Next
picture. Talks about
Alright, I'm
purple
giving you guys
flower.
inspiration for that.
Inserts photo of Nightshade.
Why my swords look weird holding two branches?
He's gonna wake up and suddenly write Alice in Wonderland, hookah smoking caterpillar, and all that jazz.
Edson, you see that talking cat?
Oh God.
No,
It's
that's a bush. What are
smiling
you
at
talking
me,
about?
man. It's smiling.
Oh,
God.
freaking
God.
out, man! I'm freaking out.
So, with that slightly, this proves we've all done drugs on some point in our lives, whether it's marijuana or anything more like
That's
that.
just relaying our personal
So-
experiences.
Plead the
That's
fifth.
just your deflection right there. So,
Oh, God.
where
Yeah,
were
so
we
we're going to
again?
go talk to
Oh.
Guy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As
Yeah,
you
the-
enter,
Me and
you
the
are
captain
going
are going to go talk to.
you are going to feel the temperature again continue to increase as you get in there. Inside, you are going to see that he is in front of a huge furnace where he's pouring smoldering hot metal into a cast, filling a large rectangular area. This is forming parts of what's going to be wrapped around your hull. I believe you guys went with the hull upgrade, correct?
Yeah.
Hull and oars.
Yep. So he is mid-work. Are you going to let him finish pouring the metal?
Yeah, we don't want to enter the reprimand in the middle of work.
Yeah, let's not interrupt him.
What would you like to do, Hoshiko?
Oh no, I'll just roll in the roll.
Oh no, I'd still like to know what you'd like to do. Are you going to be tagging along with the captain, or are you going to be following
Oh
along
shoot!
with Tweedledee
I don't know how
and
she goes snuck
Tweedledum?
up in here.
It's been a ghost.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm gonna tag along with the captain.
Alrighty. So you too would be feeling as the heat increases, and you would be seeing the melted metal, the casting of the metal. After he pours, you see him immediately going to scoop more of this ore into the fire pit, into the kiln to continue to melt, or to start melting the next batch. After he finishes that, he's going to turn around. Oh, hello. How's it going?
Hello. Good. I was wondering, since you've been on this island for quite a long, and you've probably seen many of the plants here, besides the trees, have you seen any toxic plants that might be poisonous in non-lethal ways?
I'm going to raise an eyebrow in your direction. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
God damn, why they gotta be me?
I believe in you.
You got this,
I did say
buddy.
non-lethal. Can I get advantage because we've been doing a
True.
good job here?
We're trying.
Nah, you got this. See?
Oh my god!
way.
See?
What is happening?
That's
No
the second one in
way.
a row.
Like, see?
Note to self: we need to get the antisocial druid to make all of the charisma checks.
100%.
Right away, you just doubt me. Granted, this is, of course, the
Better
luck of the
than
draw,
Ollie.
but
Shit.
I can gloat because I told you didn't need it. See? At least I got
Why
faith in
is
you,
it-
Julius.
This is supposed to be my
Boom.
dump stat, guys. Why am I doing it so good with charisma? My character's
You-
supposed to be bad at this.
Do it more. Do more
if it's
self-loathing.
If it's anything crazy, I don't know why, but I feel like all of my dump stat charisma characters end up having really good charisma rolls. Like the DM would vouch for this. I played a fucking terrible charisma character, and I fucking managed a lot.
Yep. As you approach, he kind of just shrugs it off. There's a couple in mind, but I don't really have. Yeah. And he's going to lead you to a small little bookshelf, and he's going to toss you a worn book. Inside, about 2/3 of the pages are covered with loose images of fauna on the island. You would see some that have like skull and bones with question marks next to it, and in a note it would read "found animal dead next to." You would see others that have a like little Z's, and like underneath "best night ever." Hopefully not.
I know what that one is.
Again, there is a little tack on there that says "hope it's not killing me."
Oh my god.
Hey, I might become a drug dealer after we leave this out.
Hey, pirate crew's got to make money somehow.
True.
Look, man, we are a rogue pirate crew, man.
You are the world.
The room's almost gone.
On that subject, I'm pretty sure Ollie chose not to show up to this session because he knows that I was planning on collecting rent.
Yeah, do you mind if I borrow this? I will be trying to make something to put the pirates to sleep, not permanently because you don't want us killing them, but to put them to sleep long enough to put them on a ship and have their ship sail far enough away to the point where they can't find this island again. So they
Of
might be
course,
asleep
assuming
for
they
a
don't
day
have
or
an eternal
two.
pose.
Yes. We will check them first before we send them away.
Would your character know what an eternal pose is?
No, he's just talking out his ass.
Gotcha. just confirming because that is very
Charisma there,
convincing.
getting in there.
I
Go
love it.
ahead and either give me a persuasion or a deception. I'll allow you to choose. Either way, we're
They're
gonna test
both the
this.
same.
We're gonna test this charisma roll stuff.
Please stop. I
See
don't
how
know why the
far-
group is letting me talk.
See how far the luck travels.
You've
That's
done
still
well
not
so
bad.
far. That's not bad.
That's not bad. That's
Not
not
bad.
bad.
12 could be worse.
Alright,
I'm
listen,
not trying
just-
to kill him. Is he trying to figure out about the eternal pose? If it's about that, yeah, I'm fucking up my
Yeah.
ass with that.
Oh yeah, that's what he's really looking about. Like, it's just in your response because if you don't know what an eternal pose is, you're just like, yeah, sure.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
how-
We'll fi-
yeah,
we'll
I
find
remember
it.
one of those things.
He can probably.
Remember that?
I'm not gonna lie. Based off of the name, he can probably, and he knows what a log post is. He could probably think, it's probably like a physical object. Yeah, we'll just take it off of them when we move them around. I'm sure at least somebody on the crew knows what it would look like.
Exactly.
He's like,
But-
oh yeah, I
but
know
we're
one of those things.
Here's the thing, guys. We're gonna rob them anyway and take most of their shit. No lie, because we're broke and we need shit. So we
You're-
might accidentally take it without knowing what the fuck it is.
You're going to try.
Yes, if this works, and we can put the most of this sleep, we can rob these motherfuckers.
With that,
Yeah.
he is gonna just again simply shrug it off without any real thought to it. Yeah, there should be a rough area, and if you need, you can take the map.
Perfect.
Just,
Thank you so
again,
much.
If they're damaged, I'm going to do shoddy work on your ship.
You talking about the pirates damage?
No,
No.
I
the
think he's talking about his
the
books
book and the map.
Oh no, yeah, don't worry. I will not damage anything. I'm quite careful with delicate material like this. As he say, he pulls out like his notebook, which it looks pristine. It looks like it's still new. He takes care of his stuff. If you look, it's a lot of formulas and shit of how most of his experiments failed and successes. So no one in this group will know what the fuck it is. None of this
Mhm.
stuff in there is because what the fuck?
But
I don't
Let
have
me
to
get-
worry about the crew figuring out my scientist.
you, and he's going to point to Julius. If you can, just give me a hand with this.
I go over and see what I can give him a hand with. I'm a big dude. It probably needs muscle.
Pretty much. He needs your help just picking up the mold itself. There are handles that prevent you from being burned. And he just needs to shift it so that he can flip it and take the piece out. So you can reuse the
It's less
cast.
than 57 pounds. I'm fucking all right. I'm strong as fuck.
So yeah,
Easily.
he's basically gonna take one side and say, all right, let's just lift it and just put it onto this. And there's like this little mechanism that you put it down on horizontally or vertically, and then it just locks in and tips over.
Ooh, I'll help him do that.
With that, you see the sheet kind of fall out, and he picks up the mold again and starts the process all over again and begins to fill it up with the molten metal.
All right, I think if he doesn't need us anymore, we will leave. Let's look at the captain. We got what we came for, captain. So let's get going. There are a few plants I want to collect now.
So what are we looking for?
Well, two I really want are the fun ones and the sleeping ones. If I combine those, the sleeping ones by themselves would probably be enough. But if what I'm guessing is hallucinating plants that cause hallucinations or things like that, adding that with the sleeping one can be a good way to make things go much easier.
We'll look for both and see what we can do. Run one of your experiments,
Yes.
right?
Yes, hopefully the other two don't eat one of the poisonous plants.
Oh
With the
God,
ball crows is going across.
I really hope not. Maybe we should go and did we see where they went? Just so
They're
we
adults.
know.
One of you, give me a D4. One is north, south, east, and west. So 1 through 4.
How can you do it?
A
Alright.
D4 or just or a history check?
D4. This is for those who. This would be more for Edson or.
And I roll. Why,
Okay.
Kiki, why you look like me?
One of
I
us
don't
make
know.
this. I'm gonna let
Great
the
question.
navigator make a directional check. I think it's
I 3.
more fitting.
You went east.
Kiki, I know you were Chimera.
Now, let's
Why I
jump
can't
over to,
control my token?
let's just jump over to you guys for a second. Go ahead and give me a nature check or a survival check.
I'll do survival because nature is not my thing.
Yeah, I am definitely gonna do survival.
Yeah, y'all should just do nature.
And yep,
Well-
that looks about accurate.
So,
Yeah, this is about what I expect for my rolls.
yeah.
The ranger +4 to survival. Meanwhile, the fighter +2 to survival rolls a nat 20 versus rolls a 2.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen,
Everybody
Yeah,
rolling
happens.
that.
Except
Kenshin.
I'm gonna. The reason I got it, and I'm gonna like as I'm looking at it, I'm gonna have like as Julius was describing the plants or whatever. I'm gonna be like
Julius
I was kind of like
couldn't
drawing it on my wrist.
which plants?
we weren't there when he was doing that.
Yeah,
I know,
y'all
but-
found plants.
Oh no, yeah. When
Yeah.
when he was describing the plants, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
that's why we
He's
left
got
to
like
go look for
he's
it.
got like a cheat sheet.
Yeah, I wrote it on my wrist, and I'm like looking at it, and he's like, "Ez is like, what do you keep looking at? Nothing."
You don't see any plants that were described to you before you left, but you come across a vine with a flower growing off. It's blue with diagonal stripes. And then about 20, 30 feet away, you see tangling around a bush flowers that are blue with vertical pink stripes.
I'm gonna look at Marissa like, it doesn't. I'm muttering to myself. It doesn't look like that. But hey, look, we found something. I found something. It's not the way he described it, but it's something.
Well, to be honest, I'm not too surprised that they didn't look what he was describing. But generally bright colors and funny patterns are a good sign for that something's usually pretty poisonous.
Let's bring some back. Make sure, Edson, you're good with maps and shit. So make sure you mark this location down if it is what we're looking for.
Yeah. I'll just kind of like make note of approximately where we've been.
I'll grab a handful of them.
Now hold on.
Go ahead and
You
give me a
ain't gonna touch
Constitution
those
saving
without
throw.
gloves, are you?
Oh, I thought you was gonna say if I was gonna eat them. No, I'm not gonna eat them. But
No, you're
I'm
not
gonna
gonna.
put my hands back in my pocket. But no, I wasn't gonna just grab them like that. Come on.
Yeah, because that's totally not what you were about to do as you were
Come
reaching
on.
out to those plants with your bare hand.
Come on.
Hey.
Me? Nervous laughter. No.
Bruh, DM was so ready.
Yeah,
Go ahead and roll for me.
you're literally like me and him start talking at the exact same time. He starts talking about con saves. I start talking about y'all better not touch that.
I was like, come on. I was like, of course I'm not gonna eat them. He said, you gonna touch them? I said, no. Put hands in pockets. No. Why would I do that? Come on, that's
Anyway,
stupid.
God.
Were you gonna grab them?
hold
Yeah,
the
that was
bag.
that was
And
almost
I hold him,
instinctual.
I hand him my my pack. You kind of look at Edson. He puts on his tinkerer's gloves, which he usually wears whenever he's tinkering on stuff. They're fully enclosed gloves.
Yep.
Pulls his marine bandana over his face, and goes to carefully extract some of them with his knife.
You notice as you cut the knife with the knife, it oozes a black liquid.
Oh God.
I'm gonna look
No,
at
those
Edson
might
like,
be the
that
poison.
doesn't look like it's gonna put them to sleep. Maybe, I mean, well, maybe,
one way.
Hey,
maybe
most of the,
permanently to sleep, but I don't know about temporarily.
Looks can be deceiving, but either way, I'm more of the opinion we grab stuff and then figure it out later.
Let's grab a few of them, because if we need more, we can always just come back with everybody else and grab them. Because if we could find more of these and these are what I think it is, we could take it with us. I wouldn't mind coating my swords in these things.
Yeah, so much for Mr. I don't kill. You're
I'm
so
not
happy.
killing. It's the plant that's killing. Come on, we discussed this. You didn't hear when you listened at the camp? Come on. Actually, you're the one who said that.
Damn, Yami is just making you looking stupid.
I mean,
Well, Yami's
it was
trying to figure out
Ed's
ways to
own
kill
Ed's
people.
own
Yeah,
words.
Yami, I feel like Yami's just like wait a minute, he said something. Let me think. Hold on. What did he say? Oh yeah. Let me come up with a smart comeback.
And the smart comeback was your comeback. The one that you said, I just basically said your words. As if it was
Yeah.
my own.
Yeah, it's convenient that you leave out the rest of that sentence where I said that was moral bankruptcy and hypocrisy. But
I don't like
sure,
hippos.
you can say that.
I don't like hippos anyways. Come on. Talking about hippos. Grab these plants.
As I carefully put them in the bag with my gloved hands. I'll
What type of
collect
bag
some
do you
of-
have? What type of material is it?
Probably like a leather bag.
Okay.
Can't wait for this thing to be fucking acid and melt through my bag.
No, but
Wait,
if it was any,
We
if
found
it was
plants.
any
Wait,
de-
where'd they go?
if it was anything degree of cloth, it would become saturated.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was figuring.
Yami puts his cloth rag back in his pocket. I wasn't gonna do that.
God damn it, Yami.
So, where are you guys taking from anyway? The tree or from the vine? From the
I'm
bush?
taking from both.
Okay. You also do notice that there are tons of tiny little thorns along the stems.
I continue to be grateful that I am wearing gloves.
But with that, this process would take you about 10-15 minutes after you found it, which finding these would have taken you about half hour, 45 minutes. For the party who was at the camp, that process of getting the book, waiting for the individual to finish casting the ball, blah, 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 that would have taken you about 10-15
Excuse me.
minutes in itself. Bless you.
Thank you.
What would you guys like to do for the remainder of the time? Before we jump ahead a
Well,
little
we're
bit?
going to go look for plants because we don't know where the fuck the other two are. So
Go
Yep.
ahead and give me a survival or a nature check.
I'm gonna roll that survival. Survival. I don't know why my voice is doing the weird shit right now.
This isn't the Survivor series. Nate, we're not doing Naked and Afraid today.
Oh, there my bad roll goes. I was wondering
Yep.
when it was gonna come.
But Mira carried
I've been
you,
rolling
don't
too
worry about
well.
it.
I've been rolling too well.
Roll nature.
Look, it's you and me. It's you and me. We're rolling shit at the things we're supposed to be good at.
Oh wow.
You with your +6, me with my +4.
All right. So with that, Sister Mira and Hoshiko, you would be able to, after a period of time, find a series of mushrooms. These come in a variety of colors. One of them that stands out is the larger white mushrooms with purple polka dots on it. Others include neon green with black stripes across it, like a tiger's stripes,
Okay.
and a straight purple capped mushroom.
Are these in the book?
Only the purple capped mushroom is.
Does it have skull and crossbones?
It has 3 skulls and crossbones.
Okay, so don't touch
Alright.
those at all. We don't need
Well,
those.
we might want to taste. Well, not right now. We don't need them.
Looking at the annotation, you would notice that he fed it to a small animal, and the body seized as if it began having seizures. It slowly began to twitch, and within 5 minutes, its heart stopped.
Oh gosh.
I might want this for later. Juice will start pulling out supplies to start extracting mushrooms. Not just the more dangerous one, but the other ones as well. He will put on a mask because spores. Put on a little face mask. Put on some gloves. Put out a little scalpel and stuff just for plants. Cause he got herbalism and alchemy, so he has jars and stuff for plants and chemicals.
Yep,
And he ain't gonna take a lot. He's just gonna take probably at least one or two of each if there's enough for that, right? And then just put them in the jars.
I would like
I
you to
might need you
roll-
to write this down later.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Roll what?
I would like you to roll either an intelligence-based check or a dexterity-based check. I will allow you to pick the skill.
Which one am I? Oh, they're both the same.
And listen, I tried to give you variety here.
Look, man, if you say survival, that would have been great.
It's alright. No wisdom here. Let's see what you get.
No way.
Oh my god, motherfucker!
Ain't no way.
God
third
damn!
one.
What the?
A
So
third
what
one,
I'm
though.
hearing
Man's
is
literally
combat
rolled three. Man's literally rolled three nat 20s and a nat 1. He has not rolled anything in the between, except for
the
that
most nat
fucking 13.
20s I rolled. This is the most nat 20s I rolled in the game.
Oh my god.
God damn. Jesus.
Hey,
So
Jim,
with this-
I'm that guy right now.
That's okay, because now you have white, neon green, and purple mushrooms.
Crazy.
You know, next session he's gonna take a break. He's gonna take a break, not show up.
Look, I got you, man.
He has to
I have
recharge.
to.
He has to
Look.
recharge those 20s.
Look, man, I'm on a roll right now. I can't show up in this game because if I do, it's gonna be all down here.
Oh gosh.
After this, several hours would have passed as you were foraging. Everybody give me a perception check.
Perception.
Everybody?
Perception, yes, everyone.
Perception.
Oh,
So we got
terrible.
5, 10, and 11.
So it's
It evens out.
17 for me.
It evens out. I roll
Oh,
high, I roll mid, and then I roll low. So the next roll is gonna be low.
What was your mid roll?
See, here's the thing.
Well.
Here's the thing. You're rolling bad, and you're rolling bad at the skills you're supposed to be good at.
For real.
Think about it. Think about it. Your nat 1, that was a skill you're supposed to be good at. The 6, a skill you're supposed to be good at. Meanwhile, all the nat 20s, skills you have no modifiers for or a negative. It's a conspiracy, man.
Edson, the bells are beginning to ring, meaning off in the distance you do hear some bells. You notice that they go in 4 groups of 3, so it's more ding ding ding,
Shit.
ding ding ding. From the distance, go ahead and give me an intelligence-based check. I will allow you to argue the skill.
God damn. Investigation?
Alrighty.
10.
Still sounds far away. It's faint in the distance.
Okay. Yeah, that shit ain't good. I only heard bells in one. I only heard bells one time on this island, and it was when I was sneaking into that guy's camp. I just about intentionally set off his trap. So I think we should get back as quick as possible. Now, Yami, just be careful with the bag, okay?
Actually, I was gonna say, you want to see what happens? Let's rub one of those bad boys on my sword. They'll be our test subjects, just in case.
as entertaining as that might be, I think we'll pass for right now.
Nah, you're no fun.
I'm just thinking if we run our asses over there and there ain't nothing there, then we'll have wasted some perfectly good material.
All right.
Either
Well,
way, we
we'll
don't
wait
know
till we
what
see them.
Either way, we don't know what these things do yet. For all we know, they give them some kind of adrenaline boost.
Uh, fair point. Damn it. Well, at least we would know, though. Better them than us. And if they do, then we'll use them.
Just hold on to the bag and don't drop it.
All right, all right. I'm gonna stuff it into my coat pocket.
When I say bag, by the way, this is like a backpack.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, because you said like a little leather satchel, but you mean like actual leather bag? bag.
No, like I mean, like this is like a backpack, basically.
Oh, okay, all right. Fine. I'll put it on my back.
All right, let's go. As I draw my gun and start making my way back towards the man's camp at a relatively brisk pace.
Well, three of us don't hear this.
As you start
we don't?
making your way back, you hear as if a rattling sound could be heard.
That ain't good. Ain't good at all.
But with that, as you start making your way back, everybody go ahead and give me a survival check.
Oh,
See if you
shit.
can find your way back to camp. Or rather,
All right,
how long
Julius,
it takes you to
roll
find
another dat 20.
Yeah.
I would say, would we have advantage, me and Edson, because he was using a map and tracking it, and we did mark our known location.
Yeah, I'd really appreciate if that argued advantage works.
We are also using a map.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting pretty tired of the navigator not knowing how to navigate anywhere.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, we roll pretty good on our end anyway.
Watch me roll even worse.
Ah!
Oh no, I got a 19.
I rolled
I was gonna
terrible.
say, watch it be 2 1s.
Oh god, it could have been another 4.
I rolled
Right up
a 1
until
and an 8. A 1 and a 10. Sorry.
Goddamn, sometimes I wonder if I'm really a good navigator or not.
Oh shit, you are now. Thank God. So we get there faster.
Well, to be fair, they don't even know anything's wrong, so they're moving at like a casual pace, whereas we're kind of briskly moving.
Pretty much. And it would only take you about 30, 35 minutes, only because that's how far out you really went. You didn't get lost, you went right back. The others would be coming back about 10 minutes later, and you would all be regrouped together.
What's the situation looking like?
Camp's quiet. You hear some pounding. More hammer, metal on metal.
Hell. Walk over to the tent entrance. Look inside. Take it our friend is still hammering away.
You notice that he seems to be shaping the metal. And surprisingly, from what you remember about the ship, it actually seems like he's shaping the mold of the ship.
No bells went off, did they?
Bells? I didn't hear any bells.
Heard bells and when we were out in the woods and figured I only ever heard bells in one other place.
No bells here. Do you know what type of bells they sounded like?
What type of bells do they sound like? Like church bells or
Go
like
ahead and give me a
smaller
history
bells
check.
or ship's bells?
Bike bell.
That is a 16.
It sounded like ship's bells you've heard in the past, specifically ones that might have signaled in fog that a ship was passing by.
What the? Hmm. I've got a bad feeling.
I don't know what to tell you about that. I've got a lot of work to do, so.
Either way. I'm turns to Yami. I'm have a look around.
If you can you do me a favor and just grab that bucket of bolts and just start bringing it out to the trail? And he's going to point to 3 or 4 buckets full of larger gauge bolts.
Sure. I was heading over to the ship anyway just to check on it.
Despite being lighter than normal, it is still too large buckets full of bolts, so it is slightly taxing. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
Can I argue athletics?
I will allow it.
Yeah. -1 to +1. Let's go for a total of 14.
All right.
Hey,
You struggle,
Not bad.
but it's manageable.
Edson, you sure you don't want to swap? I'm pretty sure these flowers are a little too heavy for you too. So you want to switch?
Oh, you were coming? I thought you were
Huh?
just going to stand there and not be useful.
Nope, I gotta hold these heavy flowers, you know? God knows you can't.
You must be weak as hell if those flowers are heavy for you. You probably won't be
Oh.
strong enough to carry these buckets.
I'll grab, you said there was like 3 to 4 buckets?
Yep.
I'll grab whatever he's not picking up.
I'm carrying 2.
So you would have another 2 in your hands. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
Luck.
Yep, roll your
Okay.
lucky. Go ahead.
And that's
Imagine
how
if you rolled
it is, Captain. That-
Mm. Bit heavy for you there, bud?
You are labored in your breathing. It's not that you can't pick it up, but
Mm.
it's heavier than you were anticipating.
Oh, I am
Wait.
carrying a little more. These plants aren't as like I said they was. Come on.
hmm
But with that, it would take you about 20 minutes to get to the ship because you are carrying these heavy buckets. It is slowing your pace down. So you're moving at a half pace. By this point, the others would return to camp, finding it actually empty.
They in
Well,
fact did not regroup.
Minus the individual who is working on the ship inside, the parts of the ship inside.
Damn, where's Hina when you need her? Pretty sure she could lift this shit with no problem.
And then Hina rolls a 1. Can't lift it. These are just
Nah,
these are both the lightest. These are both the lightest and heaviest bolts you've ever seen.
Hina ends up rolling a nat 20 and just picks Yami up and walks him
with the buckets?
with the buckets.
That would be
And
hilarious.
the super heavy flowers. Can't forget those.
Yeah, shit. Those are heavy. Listen, everything's heavy when it gets wet, isn't it, leaking?
If you had anything inside that backpack, it does have this substance on it.
I'm not putting anything in there. The moment I saw it being all gooey, I was like, yeah, no. To be honest, I probably left most of my stuff at the camp, knowing that I was going to use the bag to carry stuff in it.
Fair enough.
I have forethought.
So as we making our way downtown, walking slow, buckets heavy load.
As you get to the ship, you would see Abe kind of working on, or excuse me, Grizzly working on the side of the ship, hanging, and you just hear him humming, "Da-na-na-na-na-na-na,
I hate you.
It's your fault. You were just singing it. But the ship itself is safe and sound. You do notice some markings on the hull, but it's more like chalk markings.
Hey,
As if,
Grizz.
Like measurement, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah. You hear any bells or see any ships go by?
Nope.
Damn, now I'm starting to think I'm going crazy.
What are the bolts for?
They're for what the old guy's gonna be doing to the ship.
Letting somebody touch the ship.
Hey, do you want it covered with fancy tree metal or not?
You
Just think about it.
He
The
doesn't
moment
respond,
he
just
moment he
grumbles.
covers it in fancy tree metal is the moment you'll be able to stare at the fancy tree metal and figure out how it works.
And it'll help not damage the ship as much. Saves you a lot of time and work.
He's just grumbling.
Yeah. Well, I suppose, Grizz probably wouldn't like anybody touching the ship, but
Well, when he sees the fancy, cool trimmings on this bad boy, he might come around.
He's gonna wheel himself up and just go into the ship.
well, I suppose the others will probably be back by now. Hopefully they found something, aside from gooey, leaky vines with colorful flowers on them.
Yeah. One way to find out. Come on, drop these buckets off. I'm gonna put them
Yeah.
like on the ship, on the deck of the ship.
Alrighty. Once you do, you feel lighter and you are able to move faster. With that, I'm assuming you're going to be going back to the crew.
Yep.
Mhm.
Alright. You would be able to regroup with everybody else within 10 minutes. While they're making their way back, what are the rest of you doing?
I am pulling out my alchemist supplies, and I'm just gonna be doing some experiments.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is there a way to see? Because we know what this one does, and pointing at the deathly purple one. Is there any way to see what the other two do that we got?
You could feed it to an animal. You're going to hear as Tinker comes out of the tent carrying, or rather dragging, a large welded sheet of metal that is kind of shaped like a hull of a ship out of the tent.
You just see me cutting the mushrooms into smaller doses or smaller pieces because I don't want to feed a full mushroom to anybody. So a smaller dose, I mean less efficient, less doses to
Potency.
the person. Yeah,
Yeah.
potency. There we go. That's that word. Yeah, but I'm keeping them separated. But I will be cutting them all into smaller pieces.
Okay.
Um,
As you do that, it is going to take you about 5-10 minutes at least.
that's fine.
It's at
When
about
it-
the
when
point that
I-
you. It's about at the point that you finish that Yummy and Edson are going to enter back into the scene.
Hey guys, find anything?
Yeah, we found some gooey, viney things. Y'all hear any bells when you were out there?
I don't think so.
no.
Or any? Never mind. Or any rattling?
Nope.
No.
God, I must be losing it.
Did you touch any plants you shouldn't have? Are you hallucinating?
I'm just thinking I'm suffering from prolonged Yami exposure. His stupid's rubbing off on me.
I still say we should keep an eye out and ear out and be very, very aware.
Well, we should already be doing that. There are other pirates on this island who doesn't like us. I say while finishing my cutting of mushrooms.
Well, we don't exactly know what these things do, but we got some of these gooey viney things. They had some pretty colorful flowers with patterns on them, so I figured they're probably poisonous.
Oh, most definitely. I will open the book up and see if those flowers were inside. Was described.
I was doubly sure about it when they started oozing some black liquid.
Yeah. Jen, are those plants described in this book?
They are.
Which ones are they?
The one with the blue and with go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Does the book give me advantage? It's really what this is here for.
Damn.
I will allow it.
Thank you. I need it.
Really using that advantage, man.
There
Goddamn.
you go. So
I need
you'd be able to identify roughly because there's several that have a very similar color pattern. One with the diagonal stripes, though, you see having a single skull and crossbone. But then there's also a note of unsure if the thing was dead because the body was gone the next day. The one with the blue with vertical pink. Excuse me, go ahead.
I would just tell them, put that one to this over here. I say, pointing to where my chopped up purple mushrooms are. Might be poisonous. Might be deadly.
Put my gloves on and carefully remove them from the bag.
The one
I
with
set out a
the
jar for you.
vertical pink has a temporary nerve agent.
Sounds promising.
Oh, this is be good, yeah.
And it kind of has a little asterisk that says need to be injected, basically.
Okay. Cool. All right, put that one to the right. Say a jar out for that one.
And I'll put it in the jar.
Okay, so before I start doing any experiments, I have to figure out what these other two mushrooms do. Because I got purple, neon pink, and yellow.
White with
that's right.
purple. White with purple dots. Neon green with tiger stripes, and the purple capped.
Okay, yeah. So I need to figure out what the other two that are not the kill you Caesar one. I cut them into tiny pieces so it'll be less potent. First, I will grab a small piece of the tiger stripe one and put it in my mouth.
You're just gonna eat it?
What do you think I normally do?
Go ahead and give me a constitution
Any
saving
talk
throw.
about me? Huh.
Yeah, that's why I put a small. That's why you think. Why you think I make them less potent?
For animals, not for yourself.
You said roll con check, con save.
Yeah, con saving throw, please.
Oh, I ain't mad. Better him than me.
Guys, I normally experiment on myself. What did you think was going to happen?
Oh God.
I would have tested it.
Jim, and remember, it's less potent because it's a very smaller piece.
You're 100% right. Your body becomes rigid, and you just become motionless. You can, like, move your eyes. Hasn't affected your respiratory or your circulatory system. Like, physically, you're healthy. It's just like your body just locks up.
Like I'm paralyzed.
Yeah,
Can he talk?
you can go.
No, I'm paralyzed.
I goes, but But ultimately, no, he cannot like move his jaw to articulate or enunciate.
Yeah, here's the he's like that. He said, "Hmm, how long will it last? Because it's less potent.
Because it's
potent.
less potent, it's only going to last for about 5 minutes. So within 5 minutes, you would be able to begin to regain the faculties, but you don't get full faculties, full effect back until about another 2 to 3 minutes later.
That's
Yeah,
promising.
when I get, and here's the thing, guys, that was a small piece too.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I get my mouse, when I'm able to talk again, like, that's an interesting dosage, paralyzing you. And that was a small piece. 5 minutes for almost fully. Need 2 more minutes before I'm fully down. But that's good to know. I will, if someone can write paralytic next to my notes.
You're going to see in that time where you did take the piece, Tinker is going to just grab that book back and he's going to just start sketching the mushroom and start just writing little asterisks in his notes about it.
Yeah. All right, that was one. Now it's time for the other one. This was most likely very poisonous. So this one most likely real poisonous. So I'm gonna have to do something first. I didn't care about the paralytic. Where is it? Does this do what I need to do?
I guess we'll find out.
Hold on.
No, it's only on chicks. No, saves. Never mind.
I can detect poison and disease. I can detect it to make sure before you decide to
Man,
use it.
here's the thing. They all might count as poison, even if it's a paralytic poison. So
That's true. You're not wrong.
Yeah. Do you have lesser
I
healing?
protect from poison.
Hold on. Yeah, but then we won't know what it does.
Yeah. Do you have lesser healing? I mean,
Lesser restoration.
Yeah. Does detect poison tell you the type of poison, or does it just tell you that it is poison?
it just tell you. That it's
Just
poison.
you can just locate the poison. Actually, no. It says you can also identify the kind of poison, poisonous creature, or disease in each case.
There we go.
Man, I never used that spell before.
I totally forgot I had it until just now.
Look, this is exactly the kind of moment where, like in another campaign, I actually used detect good and evil, and it was actually useful.
See?
Also, if I would have let someone else to eat it, I had less restoration. I could just heal somebody else, but not myself because but I decided I don't experiment on other people. That's my rule. If I'm going to experiment on.
But Yami volunteered to be the taste tester, though.
I
volunteered.
Hoshigo volunteered.
That's my character's personality. He doesn't make other people do things that he wouldn't do himself. So that's why he experiments on himself and no one else.
So, what would we like to do?
Do you want to just use your spell? Do you stop G's from eating this next piece?
Just because it's like, oh wait, where'd it go? Yeah, let's use that. Yeah, I can, for the duration, you can sense the presence and location of poisons, poisonous creatures, and diseases within 30 feet of you. You can also identify the kind of poison, poisonous creature, or disease in each case.
You know that it's a toxic poison.
Okay.
know what type. You just know it's toxic. I still need to figure out the more deeper understanding of it.
I mean, from the sounds of it, toxic kind of leads towards
deathly.
It kills people.
Yeah.
Because it's not a. It's not.
You're a cleric, basically. God, I wish you had less restoration prepared. That would help me so much. Because I have it prepared. I always have it prepared.
Look, we know what it does. You don't need to eat it.
I need to know how toxic it is, though.
God damn, just leave it for another day.
Julius, if you take a small piece, I'll take a small piece with you.
No!
God,
we don't need two people being
we forming some kind of suicide pact now.
Starting to get interesting.
Can I say something? If it's not a paralytic, I can literally heal myself with lesser restoration.
Look, all
say
I'm
let him
saying,
do it.
Down, and then you're dead.
Let him do it.
Yeah.
Why not? I'm here for it.
Most likely
How
will
about-
one shot.
how about we just take the 2 ones that we seem to have a pretty good amount of and know more or less what they do, mix them together, and then go poison their booze. Does
Yeah,
that
we can
does
sound like a
experiment
good
another
idea?
time.
First off, you don't just mix them together. It does not work like that. If you just mix them together, it's just be 2 fucking plants just mixed together. If you
Well,
want
you
to
know
use
what I mean. Jesus.
water
I'll-
talking, I take that piece.
No, no. Can I smack it out of his hand?
I was doing this while y'all were talking.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if he's very vehement, you can attempt to, but you're not going to succeed.
Oh God.
It's one
Alright,
of those that,
make that con save.
yeah, you know you want that con save.
Jesus
I want that
Christ.
con save.
Man rolls a natural 1.
Yami got nothing to say. I'm just very
3.
intently watching this.
Your
Yeah,
face,
it's fine, guys. It's literally fine. If it doesn't just one shot me, I'm fine.
your
If
I took
face,
a small. I took a small piece too. Remember, all could have.
Puts him in a fucking coma.
right.
all of the
Does
blood
one-
begins
does
to
100
drain
damage.
from your face as you feel. It's almost as if you feel it immediately affecting just your heart and like the vital areas, like your body. It's as if it's a fast acting agent that's targeting sensitive areas or muscular tissues and such.
Cool. Do I take any damage?
Not yet.
All right.
God.
Knowing that, then I take my pill because I have lesser pill of healing, bitches. It was never a problem. Y'all make this a bigger thing. You see Julius pull out some pills and just
If
pop
it would have
one.
one-shotted you, you wouldn't have a chance. That's what I'm saying.
God, if
Yeah,
you'd been
hey,
knocked
I-
unconscious, you would have been fucked.
The specific
Hey, no,
damage
y'all
is
gotta
necrotic.
Here's the thing. You gotta realize, if you don't, I took a small dose for a reason because it would be less potent. If I would take the whole fucking mushroom, kill me. It would probably one shot. Yes, but I did this for a reason.
Anything more, you probably would have taken like 66 worth of damage.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
no.
why I took small doses.
Like
guys.
right on that off. Like this one was like the most toxic one that I made.
Oh,
Yeah. So what you're saying is it was smart. It was smart taking it, cutting them into small pieces.
Yes.
God,
that
you
was
know
good.
what else would have been smart? Not
doing it. Waiting.
Here's the thing, guys. This is my character.
I
I
know.
know, and it's problematic.
I love it.
I mean,
Don't change
he's-
anything about it. Do it.
Oh God.
He
Okay.
has to know. He has to know
No,
how
I think you
useful
should
it
eat
is.
more of it.
So now we know. Now we know.
This one is super deadly nerve toxin,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. All right, GM. With the 2 things that are not, with the 2 plants that we found that are not fucking killing people, I put the rest of them in little small bottles, and put them away, and keep the 2 paralytics out.
Okay.
And I will put out some other chemicals, and I would like to experiment to find the right dosage where it's not accidentally putting 2 paralytics to put people in comas. Instead, just knock people out for a while. Make them, yeah. So do you want me to
Alright.
roll alchemist tools or herbalism tools? I have both. I can click
you
on either one.
You can pick which one you'd like to use, but this process is going to occupy your time throughout the long rests or throughout the overnight.
That is fine for me. Everyone else can do stuff. God, I might need to fucking use our inspiration if it goes bad.
Use it if
Would
you
you say a
have to.
16 is? Would you say a 16 is good, or do I need to
I
reroll?
mean, a 16 is probably good.
16's fine.
Cool.
You are
This will be
able
me
to
on.
begin to extract whatever toxins or whatever substances are within the mushrooms.
What's the mushroom in that other plant that you say was paralytic?
Are
I'm
you
using
doing
both
it at
of
the
them.
same time in the same container, or are you doing two separate ones?
Oh, I'm mixing doses. I'm trying to combine them to make one strong paralytic.
Give me one more alchemist supplies check for the others. For the other one.
Yeah,
I will
that
reroll.
should be an
I'm gonna
inspiration
reroll.
Use
right
the
there.
inspiration.
Yeah, I'm using inspiration. Yeah.
See, that's
All right,
much
go
better.
16.
There you
Go
go.
16s.
You are able to begin to start the extraction process.
These motherfuckers gonna be paralyzed for a week, motherfucker. By the time I'm done.
Assuming that, bell ringing wasn't just them leaving.
Oh, should we go and check and see?
That's probably not a bad idea, but it's a bit late at this point.
After several hours of exploration, hunting for these plants, it is nearing nightfall. Everybody give me one more perception check.
Perception check.
18.
You know what? Fuck it. I have a new ability. Let me make sure that it actually applies to this. Yeah. I am using predict outcomes.
There
My
you
new
go.
hockey ability to re-roll a d20.
Wait, everybody getting new hockey abilities?
There you go.
So there we go. It's
Oh my
better
God.
than a 1.
Yeah, it's better than a
double,
1.
Double digits, guys. Double digits.
Let's see. Everybody who rolled a 14 or higher, you would
1.
begin to hear the faint ringing of bells.
One person rolled 14 or higher.
I hear those bells again.
Damn, you hear the bells too?
Yeah.
I wasn't crazy.
No, you're not crazy.
They're ringing out
Yes,
now?
you are.
Yeah, they're ringing right now. Very, very quiet, but they're ringing right now.
It's like a fog bell, right?
Yeah.
Like a navigation bell.
Can I like perceive where it's coming from, or is it just everywhere?
You hear it off into the distance, but give me a survival check.
$18?
You hear it coming from the northernmost end, or from that direction. It is faint, so far away.
Okay.
So is that like the direction that their camp is in?
Yes.
Maybe they're coming back. Maybe the bells you heard earlier were them leaving, and they're coming back.
I don't know. I feel like it's possible, but it's weird that pirates would be trying to follow port procedure in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by, as far as they know, enemies. But that is a fair point. It could signal that ship was going out during the day, and now that it's the evening, it's come back.
I mean, or maybe there's more than one ship and they're just alerting each other so they don't crash into each other in this fog.
That's what I was
What?
thinking too.
I don't think there is a fog.
There's no fog, but maybe they're
Oh, well, alerting each other
signaling
that they're
coming
around.
back.
They might be following port rules because they're using this as a port for their ships.
Mm.
I would say that'd be the safer assumption. Better to be ready than not at all.
Either way, it ain't good if there are more than one ship.
Mm-mm.
It means there are probably more people. Could be getting reinforcements.
Yeah. How long until that toxin is ready, Doc?
You're gonna need a lot more toxin.
If it's potent, you shouldn't need a lot.
So, the toxin itself won't be ready until this morning.
Okay.
And it's at about this moment that we are going to pause here for the night. The ominous approaching. What's going to happen next? Till next week, have a wonderful weekend. Catch us later.
Good night.
Later.
Night, everybody.
Later.